Hello. Doing more weapon designs today. I also realized last stream I forgot any music in the background, so music again this time. Hello, Draco. I also wanted to show kind of how I use these. But in between this week and last week, I drew kind of a picture of Cole using the weapon that we modeled last week. Kind of how I use it. In case anyone was curious how those translate over, since I've been doing mostly modeling today. Or not today, well, yes today, but in general on these streams. That tends to be what I need the most extra time for. But yeah, today I'm gonna work on Ed's weapon, which is a scythe. Hello, Argoth. Scythes are funny because they're not actually like a real weapon. So when you look up like reference for scythes, you get quite literally anything. We'll see where we end up. I don't really have a plan in mind. The biggest question is a lot of scythes, when you look up reference pictures, have like a funny curve to them. And I don't know if I like it or not. I think I kind of just want to keep it straight. Impractical as hell, but cool. Exactly. For his scythe, I kind of want to play with the idea. It's like how Cole's sword can go in between the more practical, narrower form and the bigger greatsword. I kind of want to have the scythe have two forms, one being the full big scythe, and one being more of a shorter kind of sickle, but not like an actual sickle. Like two states for different practical uses. This is not going to be to scale next to the swords, probably. We'll see. This is probably more size than the cylinder needed to have for this. Oh well, too late now. Scythes are the perfect example of anything can be a weapon if you try hard enough. Yeah. I don't know who first came up with the idea, but I like the way they think. Some pictures have size kind of a bit of a curve, and see, I just don't like it. I think they look better straight. kind of like kunai. I feel like a lot of weapons that you see in media are definitely either exaggerated versions of real weapons or just completely made up. Yeah, they exist. They're just not a weapon. At least not really. And usually it's more of a small sickle. I think they can use like the full big scythe like you see in media, but not as frequently. I don't know. Not an expert by any means. How curved do I want it? Yeah. It's already on local. Damn. Dang it. I mean, the weapon designs in Ruby are pretty creative. It's one of my biggest compliments to that show. Definitely some fun ideas they played with. I don't want to mirror the geometry on the swords, since theoretically they'd be kind of made from the same area. Hey, Isaac. Bluefish scythe blade? What? Is the scythe also an energy blade? Yes. Take that angle. Of my 5 main characters, my main character has a sword, which we did this one. Then Ed has a scythe. I think Min I'm gonna give like a big kind of exaggerated polearm maybe. I'm not sure on that one. Key I probably won't have to model anything for because he uses a whip. And that I can draw pretty freeform without any issues. And then I haven't decided what Ty's weapon is gonna be yet. Thinking maybe daggers, but we'll see. Anything particular that I'm inspired by for this? No, I'm just kind of trying to make it match the swords more or less. Giant hammer or claws? I mean, those would be cool. I'll probably do something like that for a different character. Probably not for Ty though. I'll have lots and lots of background characters that I could just try random fun things for. I have one, he's not a main character, but he's one that's pretty regularly reoccurring. He uses guns, which was the first weapon I modeled in my original, like, attempt at this comic, because I don't know how to draw guns. That each of your characters has different weapon types? Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Kinda want to put a hole right here. Kinda like I did that one. Oops. Yeah, I feel like a gun is really easy. Like, if you don't draw it right, it looks really dumb. And the problem is his gun is kind of like an actual character, so it has to look like somewhat decent. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna mess it up. So that's one we'll probably end up modeling at a future point too, just because it will need a good reference. I can't remember. I think they showed up very briefly in my original posting of the comic. I had probably about 2/3 of the comic sketched when I was working on it before, but I didn't end up getting that much of it actually posted, like as finished panels. Make the guns organic? I could. I think I'm lean more sci-fi for those. You can spine a fish? I'm feeling kind of attacked here, Sonny. Yo, there's two Sunnies! Yo, Sonny does. Hello, Avatar. I'm doing pretty good. Glad to have you here. That's correct, Isaac. The sword has two like states that it can be in. The scythe is going to also. Still figuring out the main version of it though. Here. How much of this can I cover up? Looking stupid. Working on a scythe for one of my other characters. Trying to get it to match the swords visually a little bit. I've seen the KDA videos, but I don't know League of Legends, so I don't really know. Just try. Let's see how this looks. Want not used to like. Okay. Why can I not join you? What? Now let's see if I can once again remember how to do this. Which tab is it? This one. I can show you with the swords. I drew up how they'll look kind of in the finish. Under. Open that again. So this is a drawing of Cole with his sword. It'll be reminiscent to this, but with oh, we got an ad. Oh my goodness. Distracted. But this is more or less kind of the final presentation for the weapons. But so the scythe is meant to match in a similar style. Boolean. What? Why have you done this? What? Intersection. Is that what I want? Oh. The handle should be shorter. For the sword? Or for the scythe? Maybe. Instead of all of these, let's separate. Let's just try to extract it from myself. Actually, you know, I think I'm making this more complicated than I need to. I don't need boolean. Screw booleans. Or the scythe. Or the blade longer. Yeah, I'll play with that in a minute. I'm gonna focus more on the design of the blade, and then I can look at the proportion of it. What? Why would you... I'm sorry? What? My circle not a circle? Why would you extract like that? What decisions have led you to do this? Kinda looks like Halo. I can see it. It's kind of an energy sword with a split blade. Good enough. Now we delete it. And now, Blender, you're gonna bridge, and it's gonna be normal. Good. yeah, the little flying pieces around the circle. Yeah, I do want to do something like that. I actually just cut out my circle first though. Werq after Sakura is one I haven't actually seen. Someday maybe I'll get around to it. The Scythe and Swords themes were as far as cultures. The island that the characters these are for from has kind of more of a steampunky but more sci-fi look to them, I guess, is the best way to describe it. There actually won't be any vehicles. They live on islands that are pretty small, so they don't really need a lot of like transportation. And most of the story is going to take place separate from that, so I don't have to worry about vehicles. That's what that means. There, we cut out the circle. I want this connection point a little different though. I like having it poke out on the top and bottom there. like I said, it's kind of steampunk, kind of like for the swords. This is the character sheet for the guy using the swords. I haven't finished Ed's sheet yet, but the blonde guy here, this is his weapon, the scythe. But that's the vibe they're matching. It's like a fantasy setting, so I don't feel the need to like specify an exact, like, I guess, culture or aesthetic. I'm making up the culture, if you will. I wanted to put like bloody jagged pieces like on the sword. Them on top. See, I want my, I guess, setting to be consistent with itself, but not worry about having it based in reality. Kind of where I'm at. So I kind of have a character design rubric for each island, so that each island can kind of have its own consistent style. But not based in reality, so I don't have to worry about things like how would a character have unnatural hair color? Do they have dye? No, they just naturally have bright color hair in this world. So that's what I want them to have. I don't mind the questions. The answer is I don't really care that much to label it, so if other people want to, they can. But ultimately, the art should speak for itself. Why are you crooked? Did that happen? You know, it's giving bird vibes. I'm not sure how we got here. I don't hate it. It'd probably look less so colored. You got the eye, you got the beak, the little feathers. So you think, Draco, the blade is too small? Is that what you said? Actually, pull up Ed's reference sheet again. Yeah, very toucan. I think the blade is fine. I can also, if I ever, when I pull it in clip to actually draw with it, if the proportions aren't right, I can come back and edit it later. It has been a long time since I watched Ruby. I don't remember what Crow's Scythe looks like. To be honest, I don't even remember him having a scythe. A little chunky. I don't know if I want something here or not. I don't like that. Turned into a sword. I feel like I picture him with a sword more, so that would make sense if it transformed into a scythe. Okay. Crow was one of my favorite characters in Ruby. I enjoyed his character. Like I'm not quite happy with it, but I also don't know. What if I... Here, let's try that. So it's the last box I try. Every time. I like that more. Now how I'm gonna shrink that down into a smaller sickle blade, I'm not sure yet. I will think on that one in the meantime. I think these need to be smaller, actually. keep looking at him like, I think it's good. No, I want to. Whoa, why would you do that? Yeah, I like that better. I think that's what I'm gonna call it as for today. I think that's good enough. I might futz with it some more, but I think it matches the swords. It is a scythe. Objective accomplished. But yeah, I think that's a little early for stream, but it's I think where I'm gonna end things for today. We'll probably do more weapons next week. We'll probably do Min's full arm thing, whatever I decide to do with that. But yeah. I shall see you guys later. Bye bye!